안녕하세요. 영어동화 읽어주는 자매입니다. 오늘은 제가 정말 오랜만에 Nature Grid on the Owl express를 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 챕터는 1부터 3까지입니다. Nature Grid on the Owl Express by Marjorie Weinman Sherman and Mitchell Sherman. Illustrated by Martha Weston. Chapter 1. Curvy big pointy claws. I need the grade. I'm a detective. Right now, I'm in a click rocking back and forth detective. And I am on a train. My dog Sludge is with me. He's a detective too. We're on a case. We are bodyguards for an owl. Her name is Hood. She belongs to my cousin, Olivia Sharp. The case started in this morning. Sludge and I were visiting Olivia in San Francisco. Olivia is also a detective. This morning she said, "Who needs to take a train to a special auditorium in Los Angeles?" "A plane is faster," I said. "Who doesn't like to fly?" she said. I need a grade, say this is a good enough reason for an owl to see a doctor. Olivia tossed her boa around her neck. She always wears a boa. Glad you think so, she said. Then she tossed up her boa around my neck, looked me straight in the eye, and said, "You will take Hood on the train for me. I know I can count on you." Olivia pulled me over to a covered bird cage. She lifted the cover. I looked into huge, staring eyes. Then I saw a big head, a curvy beak, and sharp, pointy claws. "What big eyes she has!" I said. "Yes, and she's easy to feed. She eats mice." You have told me Nature Grid more than I want to know. But Olivia was finished. Chapter 2. Wanted a bodyguard. "I will catch up with you later," Olivia said. "How? Where? When?" "When the time is right," she said. "But for now, while we'll drive the three of you in my limo to the train station. Willie is Olivia's chauffeur. We had worked on our case together. I knew him well." "Anything else I should know?" I asked. "Just one little thing," Olivia said. "You will be a bodyguard." "What? Who am I guarding?" "Hood, of course." "Hood? Why does he need a bodyguard?" Olivia handed me a piece of paper. "Look at this," she said. "I need the grade red. It will be a happy day when Hood the owl flies away, your neighbor." Yes, and I made sure all the neighbors know that Hood will be on the train today. So if the narrator takes the train and tries to get a Hood, we'll catch him or her. Good plan, I said. But why aren't you Hood's bodyguard? Olivia tossed her boa. Because my neighbors know that I know what they look like. If they see me on the train, I may scare them off. That's why I need you. And that's how I, nature great, became a bodyguard for an owl. Chapter 3. All aboard. Sledge and I got into the back of the limo. Willie was already in the front seat with the covered cage beside him. I was glad it was not beside me. Willie turned around. Miss Olivia wants her to get a good day's sleep, I said, so keep her cage covered. No problem, I said. But is an owl allowed on a train? And a dog? Miss Olivia took care of everything, Willie said. I believe it, I said. Willie started the limo and we were off. I took a pad of paper and a pencil from my pocket. I wrote a note to my mother. Dear Mother, I have a new case. It is in a cage. I hope to keep it peace. I will be back. Love, Nita Gray. When we got to the train station, I handed a note to Willie. A note for your mother, Miss Gray. I will send it to her. Thank you, I said. On the train, Willie carried the cage down the aisle. Sledge was sniffing. People were staring at us. At last, Willie stopped at the door. He opened it. We went into a room. Willie put the cage on the table, patted Sledge, salted, and laughed. When there we were, the three of us, Hood, Sledge, and me. Chapter 4. A chew. The train pulled out of the station. Sledge came looking at the cage. Was he trying to be a good bodyguard when he was afraid of Hood? I'm going out to see what I can learn, I said. Stay here and guard Hood. Sledge didn't look happy. I opened the door, walked out, and closed the door behind me. There was a room next to mine. The door was open. A man and a woman were inside. Hello, do you know an owl named Hood? The man lives. Hood who? I walked on. Two boys were coming down the aisle. Do you know an owl named Hood? I asked. They laughed. Hood, Hood, Hood. I walked on. I saw another open door. Inside, a lady was soaking her feet. Do you know an owl named Hood? I asked. Yes, she lives in my building. I see, I said. Is anyone else from your building on this train? Yes, two men. One is a musician. He's in the lounge. I don't know where the other man is. Let's catch him. They like Hood. The minnie scratched up her face. She makes me sneeze. Duck. I'm about to sneeze right now. Thank you for your information, I said. I will use it right now, especially the last part. I ducked and rushed away. I knew the lady had a reason for not liking Hood. Chapter 5. The Look-alike. I walked on up. I passed rows of people. They were sitting, talking, reading, sleeping, or just looking out the windows. I found this lounge. I saw a man with a guitar. My name is Anita Gray, I said. Tell me, do you like Hood the owl? Sure. She screeches, and it's like music to my ears. glad to hear that, I said. Now I'm looking for other man who knows it. The musician smiled. The owl man, he looks like an owl. He's sitting back there. You'll know him when you see him. Thank you, I said. I'm writing a song of sounds, the musician says. An owl can howl without the towel, but sometimes needs to vowel. Well, have a good time trying to rhythm, I said. Hey, nice rhythm, the musician said. I walked back to where people were sitting in rows. I stared at everyone. Then I saw a man wearing a spotted shirt and big yellow glasses. His hair stuck me 2 points. The owl man. I bent over him. Perhaps you like Hoot the owl, I said. Perhaps I don't, he said. People keep telling me I look like her big brother. I reckon, maybe Hoot did need a bodyguard. 3 people know her were on this train. 2 of those people might not think like her. I ran back to my room. I opened the door. Sludge was standing there with his ears perked up like a good bodyguard. He wagged his tail. I looked at Hood's cage. It was just where Willie had put it. Fine job, Sludge. Sludge wagged his tail again. Time to rest, I said. I sat down on the couch. I looked out the window. I saw trees going by, and mountains and lakes, and I closed my eyes. Chapter 6, The Cage. I heard a voice. It belonged to my friend Annie. He was talking in rhythm. Do you know where you are? Take a big guess. You're a slave on this case, the owl expressed. What's Annie doing on this train? Then I heard a strange voice. It belonged to Rosamond. She's the only strange person I know. She was also talking in rhythm. Johnson is fine clothes, try hard, bodyguard. I said slowly. I knew the great had been asleep. Had I been working on the case in my dreams? Why did bad rhythms to get my dreams? First I was trying to give myself a clue. I looked at the sledge. Was Hood still asleep? Was she hungry? Was she happy? I need the great hope the answer were yes, no, and yes. I got up and walked to her cage. Willie had told me keep it covered. He was told me to let Hood asleep, but I need the great had a job to do. I lifted the cover. Hood wasn't asleep or hungry or happy. She was gone. Chapter 7, Pancake Time. Had something happened while I was asleep? Sludge was standing by the door. He would have barked or growled if anyone had tried to come in. I stared at the cage. The cover looked the same as before. I peered inside. There was a door, and it was closed. There were perches, and they looked clean. Everything looked clean. Whoever had taken who had been careful to leave everything neat. But who had taken her? And how? I needed time to think. I need some pancakes. Wait here, Sledge. I rushed the dining car. I sat down. A waiter came over. Has anyone ordered the mouse to go? The waiter laughed. A mouse? Did you know there's an owl on this train? I asked. The waiter shrugged. I heard talking. People talking about it, but nobody seems to have seen it. I knew the grade was getting now here. May I have some pancakes and one, please? We have pancakes with a wonderful fruit syrup, the waiter said. Fine, I said. The food came fast. I stared down it. I did. The bun looked normal, but my plate is dripping with syrup. Doesn't that look wonderful? The waiter said. No, I said. It looks like a swamp made of syrup. The waiter smiled. This is a blanket syrup. The pancakes are touched it over under it. Tucked in. The pancakes are asleep. Never mind, I'm hungry. I ate and thought, did I have any clues? Yes. My biggest clue was that Sludge is a great detective. He had kept wagging his tail as if nothing had happened. As if no one had come into the room, and I had other clues. I finished my pancakes. Put some bun in my pocket and walked back to my room. I opened the door. Sludge wagged his tail. I gave him the bun. We have to solve the case, I said. I picked up the owl cage. This cage is clean, no streak feathers, no bits or pieces of anything. This is a new cage, never used. Also, a waiter told me that nobody seems to have seen the owl. I need that Grace say that nobody includes us. And I never saw her in this cage because she was never in it. 자, 오늘은 여기까지. 자, Need the Great on the Owl express를 보셨나요? 오늘은 첫 번째 리딩이었는데 어떠셨나요? 재밌게 보셨나요? 재밌게 보셨으면 꾹꾹 눌러주세요. 그러면 기대해주세요. 다음 시간에 만나요. 안녕.